So I'll be honest with you, I really don't know much about Shadow and Bone or the Grishaverse at all. I know that the books were written by Leigh Bardugo and that they were super popular. I feel like people preferred the duology after Six of Crows just because I've heard so many good things about that, whereas I heard more mixed reviews on the whole Shadow and Bone section. I actually even bought the audiobook of Six of Crows not long after I heard Netflix was adapting Shadow and Bone and that they were merging Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows together into this like slightly new Grishaverse series. I kept meaning to actually get round to it and then I never did, but I think that most people have been enjoying it aside from a couple of controversies with like the making of it. But the TV show I think has had pretty decent reviews. My sister really enjoyed it, she told me to watch it, and I thought it would be fun to watch it as someone who has just kept putting off reading anything to do with it and so is going in completely blind, and I'm excited to watch it, so let's just start. By the way, I know almost nothing about any of the characters, none of their names. I know that the Darkling exists and he's everyone's favourite bad boy, and like sort of that the crows are like a found family. That's all I know.
When I was young, I was afraid of the dark.
Intense.
When I got older, I learned that darkness is a place and it's full of monsters.
Okay.
I live in East Ravka.
Oh wow, she's really pretty. I love her hair.
Because I look like my mother, and she looked like the enemy.
Alina, how can you do that in here?
Bumps help with text.
So there's been a war.
You need to get a better view from your country.
She grew up here. Come on.
There's been a war, and she is the child between two warring nations. Are they Russian? Why do they all have like Russian accents? Are they supposed to be Russian?
Is it real? Of course it's real. The fold ate your parents.
The Fold. Right, so the Fold is like a magical entity, like a black hole.
Read them up. The North want our Grisha dead. South guards its mountains. Put a rifle in it.
That actress does look an awful lot like the actual older actress, so the casting did quite a good job because genuinely she looks like she could be her sister.
But now, I'm old enough to know the only way out is through.
Fantastic. I would not be going through.
Mal. He isn't afraid of anything.
I recognize the name Mal.
You'd be surprised.
I think it's a love triangle because I remember the name Mal and I remember people fighting about whether she was better with the Darkling or Mal. And it was a very big argument. Aww. You know, he seems nice.
Stay away from him.
Gonna troll me, right?
Okay, you don't need to be a dick about it though.
Or I'll cut you.
Okay, well maybe don't try and threaten him though.
It's you and me.
Oh dude, that's magic, that's unfair. Wait, no, this seems unfair. Can you just enter if you have magic? I assume not everyone has it.
It's just there. Come on.
That seems unfair. Like, it's really cool, you can use all the tools you have, but like it seems unfair to be in a fist fight if you can use magic, you know what
Alina.
Aww. Aww. Okay. They're cute though. Like the way her face lit up whenever she saw him.
Suppose cartography's heading back south?
That is cute. There's the magic troop. Pretty cool. Love those gloves.
All right, listen up. I know some of you have been on the road for a week, so I'll be brief. Most of you will continue north to the Second Army, however.
That seems a little bit insensitive.
Sails tomorrow. Raka, Alien Oretsev. Corporal.
Aww. Ketterdam. Oh, this is where the crows are. I've seen a singular clip because my sister sent me one of Jesper because she said he would be my favourite character. And he did look like he would be, so this is where the crows hang out. There he is.
The Lucky 9 casino at the block has had trouble with counterfeit coin lately. Heavy.
A bit uncomfortable that he looks directly into the camera. A little bit uncomfortable, but okay.
Money is good, no?
Zemini coin can take a bullet. A knockoff.
That's pretty cool. Sharpshooter. I wish I could shoot, like, not like shoot things, I don't want like a gun, but like a bow and arrow looks really cool. I'd love to have a bow and an arrow.
What are you doing? Get off me!
I know everyone reacts to that part, but I have nothing to base this on. So this is Kaz, and Kaz is the boss of the crows. You know, I always assumed that there was more crows, but from all I've ever seen, I've only seen 3 of them, and that's Kaz, Inej, who looks super cool, and Jasper.
Fabricator.
Wow, he's really dressed well. It's a cool little shirt.
Why does this concern me?
Is this relevant? Is that symbolism that I should know? Probably. Get your wee gloves off, bro. Once again, symbolic, I assume. I've seen minor posts, so here she is. Here she is.
What information do you have for me tonight?
Like, why is she so cool though?
Big one. Enough money to change.
Much to change someone's life in the barrel.
A million, Kruger?
Okay, this is gonna sound really stupid because they're all actors, right? So obviously they have
Is what's worth a million.
like desirable appearances for
Forward into East
big budget productions, but like why is every single person good looking in this whole show? Like I have not seen a single person yet that looks average. Like where are the people that represent me? The like borderline average on a good day looking ones and not all the supermodels.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
This one girl, Cash. He has skills, she's like me.
I only invest in the one of a kind.
Oh, that's a bit weird. I mean, that seems like a compliment, but also like I refuse to help this other girl because there's no one like you and I'm only investing in you. It's a little bit not what she wanted to hear, I imagine. That was a pretty cool transition from like the idyllic photo to wartime. Dude, don't be rude about it.
Nansa. Back of the line.
Dude.
You go. Go on.
Okay.
Never mind.
Is he being seduced? Excuse me, is she seducing him? Like, once again, she is astoundingly beautiful, but like, doesn't he have a thing for Alina? Oh no, she's crying. The world sucks even in this fantasy world. People still suck.
I'm...
She doesn't want your seduction grapes. She probably wasn't seducing him, she literally just introduced herself in a mildly flirty manner, but for some reason I feel defensive over Alina, even though like I don't know who these characters are at all.
Don't cross it.
I don't think he gets a choice. Like, I'm not in the army, but I don't think you really have a lot of personal choice whenever it comes to things like orders from your seniors. I get where she's coming from in that it is a suicide mission, but like
I'm with my parents. Find my way.
I've seen enough shows to not be 100% sure if that promise will happen. I don't know what happens to their characters, so part of me thinks he might die. Like, Maybe not because there's like a love triangle and so he needs to be around for that like drama, but he could die.
To the Fjerden border.
I do not think I would survive more than a day in this underground world. Like, I feel like I'd stumble into a fighting ring and then just get straight up knocked out about 30 seconds into it.
Here's what I don't think.
We're gonna be here tonight.
Don't be mean.
Why haven't they tried going under? Dig a tunnel.
Tried that more than a century ago. Something.
I do quite like their dynamic
It was made hundreds
as a
of
group
years ago by like crazy Greek.
already.
Yeah, the one who controls shadow, right?
I did think that there would be more of them, but even just the 3 of them, it does work.
Well, if one of his kind made it, can't he unmake it?
Have you ever put out fire by adding more fire?
What's
Did you now?
For the owner of the orchid, since they require the services.
Art render. Why?
Doesn't say. Needed before midnight.
That's how we get this job before anyone else.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't look great. That did look kind of painful, I'm not gonna lie.
Makes things easier. Right. It goes there.
Boys too.
Whoa, dude, that's disrespectful. If you're gonna threaten him and beat him up and have his own knife, you can't use him as a footstool, that's just too far.
You got one.
That's a nice carriage. That's like royalty carriage.
Leader of the Second Army here to grace us with his presence. Believe the new skiff will be a shining success.
Be back before you know it.
You know, I could have sworn in the very first scene it sounded like they all had Russian accents. But everyone seems to speak with like a English accent now that they're all like
Can't hide forever.
main characters. I assume this is an important map that she has in fact burnt.
We don't know. We were extra careful to secure all the lanterns.
Major,
Nothing major, just some records of the western coastline, Ozkerva, and the river system that runs through it. It's really
critical. Damn. Those.
Pretty much anything seems to be critical in the middle of a war.
I trust any. And someone will have to cross the fold to redraw these maps.
I'll go. Put me on the skiff. I'll go.
And no one thinks that that's like handy dandy that these maps get destroyed, and she immediately says that she'll go into this like extremely risky mission that her childhood friend is going on.
What did you do? Nothing.
With our long racer, you want everything to be her fault.
I'm usually right.
Oh, her 2 friends are sweet though. Don't know their names.
I'm with you.
Get off this boat now, or I'll carry you off. Raise the gate!
I mean, it seems very nice that she's like super dedicated to him to the point that she's willing to die for him. But like, aren't her cartographer friends coming on this mission too? So like, hasn't she kind of just like forced them to come along because she doesn't want to leave Mal by himself? The magic blue uniforms have a certain flair that the normal ones do not have.
Go into the fold. It gets dark, but we like it dark. That keeps us from drawing attention.
Like, look at that
That's how we
embroidery.
travel. The only light we use is the
I
blue
love that
one
coat.
at the mast. It's weak, but safe.
But you're an Inferno, right? Why are you here if we're supposed to keep things dark?
But when the dark comes to keep you.
Where's your general?
Okay. Okay. I wonder what the red uniforms are for then. If blue is magic and like the greeny khaki is just normal, what's red?
Right, listen to me, cartographers. Till we reach the western dry docks, you are to remain at your station. Do not, I repeat, do not leave the skiff.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see whenever you're going on a life-threatening mission. Passing the destructions of the other ships that have gone before and failed is not the boost of confidence that you really need. No. No. Sorry. I'm leaving. I'm not there. I bet your friends are gonna die. Now that I said, like, oh, you know, they're sweet, they're loyal. Why does he not have a gun? Get a gun. Oh, he has one. Right, so that immediately failed. Okay. Good plan. She did say not to do that. Is this the friend that I liked or the other one? Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That seems about right. Well, to be fair, that person was up there. Yep, there she goes. There's loyal friend number 1. It did seem exhausting having to be up there, like, doing your magic the entire time they were crossing the valley thing. This would be a good time for your magic to kick in. Okay. Wait, what? Did he just, like, straight up decide no thanks and jump off the boat? Right, well, at least she saved someone. I mean, all of her other friends are dead. This is very beautifully shot. That attack was so strong that her hair came out of her braid. Alright, let's get that magic rolling. Good, good. Would have been really awkward if it didn't kick in there. Novak, sorry, I missed that name entirely. Novokabrisk or something? Okay, so which side is this? Is this the side that they left, or is this the other side? Because if it's the other side, and I'm sure they've probably explained this and I've just immediately forgotten, but why are they also Russian looking? Wait, is that the friend? Did he actually jump out of the boat and literally just run to safety? Like, is he dead? Wait, so did he manage to literally just run across it? Why were, like, yeah, there's monsters and stuff, but if you don't have light, they don't seem to really know you're there, so could they just not sprint it, considering that dude survived? Good transition. It's kind of Sherlock-y, like the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock music.
Well, your boss is already dead.
Oop, well, oop.
Who are you lot?
It's C. Dreesen,
You're not with Pecker's crew.
and you're not in Pecker's pocket anymore if you don't owe him.
Oh, I thought he was just about to straight up shoot him. Okay. Bribery works just as well, I suppose.
Of course, I will have to report you to the guild. Kidnapping and harboring a prisoner without...
Is he allowed to report people? Like, aren't they all criminals here?
No businessman worth his bargains.
This is Alexei Stepanov.
Is that the
2
friend?
weeks ago, young Alexei here crossed through.
Yes, that is the friend.
Be quiet.
He looks a bit like Brian David Gilbert.
What kind of event?
Oh,
I know an expedition formed by
Nash fed him water. Fed him,
Boss.
gave him water. Okay, so it's like literally everybody dead except those two, because that's really not a good mortality rate.
Doesn't seem to be able to articulate.
How much water is in that cup? She hasn't moved.
What matter?
And I swore he drank the whole cup in the first gulp.
Tell me what happened in the fold. What saved you?
Right, so we're sprinting. We're doing a better job than an entire purpose-built ship.
This was a sun summer nap. You free now?
Thank you. Of course.
Oh, bro, no. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, it was very obvious, but like, bro, like, yeah, he did give up Alina, but I think he was being, like, hypnotized or something. It did
We are
seem
now the only people
inevitable.
west of the fold with it. My ship sails for West Ravka at dawn. If you can prove that you have a way through the fold and back, I'll put you on that ship with an advance.
That's not a big ask
I'm
or
giving this job
anything.
to Pekka. Prize is 1 million Kruger. Now bring me a leader scorecard.
A decent amount, I suppose. Is it worth potentially that happening to you and having to cross the fold? I'm not sure. It looks like that's the whole episode over. So it was quite an interesting first episode. Obviously, I didn't really know much of anything going into this, so I didn't really know what to expect from it. But so far, I pretty much like all of the characters. I do like the crows more than I like Alina and Mal so far, and perhaps that's only because I've heard more about them than I've heard about Alina, Mal, and the Darkling, and I'm more interested in their dynamic as like a friend group. I'm hoping that if I really like these characters, it'll really encourage me to actually read the book, which I'm hoping will be either just as good or better. But so far, I'd say that was a pretty good introduction. Mostly enjoyed it, and I'm quite interested to see what the world of this series has in store, so I'll probably watch the rest. For this week, that is it, my reaction to episode 1 of Shadow and Bone, and so far I would say that I'm pretty much mostly enjoying it, but I'm a little bit confused. But thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!